Hi guys, and welcome to my live stream, my Color with Me live stream. I am Petra. I don't know if you've already seen this intro because I thought I started earlier, but I don't think I did. So yeah, I'm Petra. I do body doubling videos. I do videos to help people relax or get things done. I do people about neurodiversity because I do have a lot of neurodiversity in my system. So welcome to a very inclusive, safe space. Yes, I'm gonna start doing these kinds of Color with Me live streams or videos or both. And I'm actually pretty new. I'm a beginner at this, so I'm not a great artist just yet. And I know I'm probably not the only new person who starts with this. And I feel like when I watch internet, I see so much great artists, and I'm like, I will never be that good, and it intimidates me a little bit. And I just want to be like, hey, we're doing this together. Maybe we will evolve together. Maybe you will just enjoy watching a beginner draw. I have done some coloring in my books since I got them, but I would say I'm a beginner. I think this is my third picture or something like that. Today we will draw in the Comfy Life coloring book. I'm going to be doing this picture, which I also saw was the picture here, so I'm going to try not to look too much at this because I don't want it to be, I don't want to get influenced by it. I want to do my own thing. Also, I'm new to this live stream setup, so sorry for a long intro, but just wanted to talk to you. What I'm going to be using in this video, the markers I will be using will be Promarkers. They will be Chen Rui, which is like sheep markers, but with brush tips. And there will be, well, actually, we have two types of Ohuhu markers. Ohuhu B, no, Honolulu B, and Ohuhu Uaha. I'm sorry if I say those words wrong, but that is what it is. I was so like I am often like not having a lot of money so I can buy markers and stuff, but I had the Promarkers already. The Chen Rui I got really cheap, actually very cheap, from that cheap site where you get them. And then I had a gift card on Amazon so I could get the one of the Ohuhu Marker set. It was 48 set, and then the other 48 set I got because I got a money gift from a great friend called Cliff. So for that reason, I have these markers and I'm very happy about it. Very, very excited. So yeah, we're gonna start. I am, as I said, new to this, so it will be a little bit streaky and whatnot, but I think we should be starting. I have this little one with where I've swatched all the colors to see what kind of like marker I want to use. And I thought that if anyone ever comes on here and talk to me, I will let you help me choose the colors, but I understand that it might not be anyone watching because it's the wrong time for a lot of people. Gosh, I've been talking a lot. I will save this also so you can watch it later, but I have been talking way too much. So now I'm just gonna figure out what color I want to use in the back wall there. And I thought I wanted to use like some sort of a light blue. And I think that I want to use maybe yeah. I'm going to be using this one from Ohuhu Uaha. The name is MG030. I'm going to see if I find it. MG030. It's called Blue Gray. Here it is. I hope you see it the right way. And what I think is hard, this one has the fine tip and the chisel. Like this kind of tip. Broad one, and I think it's very hard to to paint with, but I'm gonna give it a shot, okay? And I've learned that you don't get to let it dry, because if it dries it gets streaky. So it might get streaky, just so you know. Don't judge me for it. Oh my gosh, I see that. Why is now? Let's do this. I'm a bit nervous. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be nervous. And I might get a little bit not inside the lines, but outside the lines. And things like that happens. But if this turns really bad, you know, it's so warm in here. It's 30 degrees Celsius, and I already see that it's like the color isn't really doing its best for me, which is not weird when it's this warm. It's like I cannot almost function. So I hope I have the energy to finish this picture on this live stream. I cannot promise anything. I was actually gonna do this live stream last night, like in the middle of the night, almost around midnight, because I know I live in a time zone where I'm very much ahead of other people, because I live in Sweden and I have a lot of viewers in the US. So for that reason I was going to do it around midnight, but then I was at a festival in town, which is here every year, and it turned out to get later than I thought. So I had to reschedule the live stream, and I couldn't reschedule it until I came home because I needed the computer. I didn't know that, and then I was home around 2 a.m. and then I felt like, am I gonna sit down and color now for about 2 hours or 1 hour or whatever it takes, and then it's the morning time? No, because I can't really. Oh no, I was coloring foliage. I don't know if I used this marker correctly. But you know what? If it gets streaky or textured, it could just be a textured wall. And it's also like the weirdness is that it's so warm here, 30 degrees inside my apartment, so I'm like sweating. It's also very like humid, so I think the colors are a little bit weird for that reason too, and maybe not. I thought it would dry faster. Here you can see it gets like it was a streak because it dried here, but actually when I'm drawing it and I see that it's like moving around in a weird way, I think it's actually the fact that it's so humid, so it's messing also with the colors. But in the same time, maybe that will help me because it won't dry just as fast. So if you watch this and you're here, you can help me to decide what color I should do this, like which kind of color, not exactly which marker, but if you want it like blue, red, yellow, green, it would be fun to do this together with you guys. Or maybe if you want me to do a pattern on the wall, like I would love for you guys to chime in on what you think, what you would like me to do. And because I'm a beginner, things might get hard, but I would like to try everything. So and also let me know if the microphone isn't working or something else gets weird. I have never done this kind of live stream with OBS that I'm live streaming in now, to try to get this double picture. Why I started this was because I was looking for things that could help me stress down, but things that I also could make like cozy videos with. So I was just searching for cozy activities, and I saw this cozy coloring thing, and then I looked it up, and then I got stuck on TikTok and on Facebook and in groups of people coloring, and they were so freakishly good. So I felt like I will never be able to do that. But then I remembered, well, I love to like do creative stuff, and I love to learn and have stuff to do that I don't have to think too much about. So I started with this, and hopefully we'll enjoy it. Someone's here. Hi, just a random girl. Welcome to my live stream. I hope you hear me and everything works out fine here. Hi, Lily. I'm so happy you're here. I saw that you were here last night when I couldn't really actually. I forgot to put the protection page. So if you do this, just know you need to put a page to protect the other one. Frick. I'm gonna have to get some. I'm using this. There are two. We are two. Thank you for joining. Now I'm just not talking to only myself. If you have any ideas, like if you see something on the page you feel like, oh, I want you to try to make that this color or that whatever, let me know. I feel like I should do something on the wall, like a pattern or something else, but I don't really know what. So if you can figure out a pattern or whatever else here, you can tell me. I actually do have this book. You can color this. Looks like this, where I can look at like different patterns and stuff, where I can learn, because I am new to that. Yes, Lily, this is a skirt, but it's actually like a shorts skirt. It's, oh no, it is shorts underneath. That is, it's like, it looks like this. So it's very nice for the summer. It's a skirt shorts. I'm gonna see if, because sometimes I don't get all the comments. I'm gonna see if I can. There you go. Yeah, now we're gonna see what we're gonna do next. Maybe I should just figure out a pattern for this. Maybe I could do some blueberries over there. I think I did a blueberry pattern a while back. I'm gonna see if I did. I think I looked at this. So yeah, because I do this live, you will see all the things. You will see all the thinking and wondering and cursing when things go wrong. Oh, it's like skirts. We have something. Yes, it is. I got it from my sister as a birthday gift, and it's lovely. It's awesome. Yeah, I think blueberries would be fun. We're gonna be doing some blueberries over here. Then I'm gonna be needing a darker blue than I just used, and I think I'm gonna be using. I think I'm going to be writing down what colors I have been using, in case I need it again for shadowing or stuff like that. I know this is a hot mess. So welcome to my hot mess. We're going to be seeing here what kind of blue we want the next to be. If I'm going to make some blueberries on that. I think it would be nice with PB2, Honolulu B. PB2, this one. I'm gonna try to do this like blueberries on the wall with PB2 Brilliant Blue, the Honolulu B series. Now this can turn to whatever. Has this dried really? I hope it will turn out fine. We'll see. Let's do some blueberries on the wall. Yeah, that would be cute. Maybe I did them a little bit too big, but it can be a big pattern situation we have going on here. So to do the blueberries, I'm just gonna do circles of blue, darker blue on the light blue. And I don't think I'm gonna do too many, like it can be very, it's just fun that something is happening, I feel like, in the background. So I do circles and I fill them in with blue. There you go. And on top of that, I'm gonna be using, I think I'm gonna be using an acrylic marker, which is optional. You can use one of your Promarkers or one of your normal markers. Wait. Once again, a hot mess. I'm gonna write which pens I was using for my own sake, and now there it is. PB2. I wonder if this could be dark enough. These are very cheap acrylic markers. Very, very cheap. Like, so there are probably a lot better pens out there. And I'm gonna be using this to make little circles on the blueberries. Like this. It's almost not visible, but it gives some sort of something. Depth or whatever you want to call it. And now I am in a pickle, because I don't know if I'm gonna do like outline the blueberries a little bit with this one to make them pop, or if I'm just gonna wait and do some, I don't know, highlights. But I feel like I want to like circle them a little bit, but maybe I'll just do one of the edges. No, okay, now I ruined it, but so we need to do it full force. I'm gonna be circling them with this darker blue acrylic. You just have to roll with the mistakes, I guess. Maybe it will be good. It's what I tell my daughter when she's painting or drawing and get mad and just like, I did all the wrong line. Then I said to her, you know what? Then you do something else than what you thought about. And it might turn out good either way. I don't like this. But when the full picture is done, I might not focus on it too much. But at the same time, it gave a little bit more depth, I would say. So yeah, there we did that. And now I think I'm gonna do some sort of greenery. Green, 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 where I want you. 46. Do we have a 46 somewhere? I'm gonna try this green out. The vivid green, this is from the Chen Rui set. It's number 46 and it's vivid green. Green. And with that I'm just gonna do some like things like this. It doesn't have to be logical. It just gives you a little fun. Apologies, I had to go put Jenny to bed. I certainly understand. What time is it where you live now, Lily? Now we're gonna go into doing... I think we're gonna do... I saw in this book that I told you about, the You Can Color This, I saw that there were how you can do like a rock wall, stone wall, just like this. And I thought, why not give it a try for the first time? We'll do it together. So I thought that this little wall should be the rock wall, and that I might do this in wood. But I think, so the first step, sketch in your rocks, leave a space in between. Use different sizes and angles. Okay, will do. So it's just like, do your thing. And that's fun, when you can just do your thing. Yeah, I don't know how this would turn out. But hopefully something. Something like that, maybe. 12:47 a.m. Oh man, that's very, very, very early. She will sleep in my bed, so you know I do care. Oh, that's so cozy. Oh. Guys, I'm sweating to bits over here. Yeah, so now I've done that. Then I'm gonna use a light warm gray color as my base. I don't know if I have a light warm gray, light gray warm color, but I will use some sort of gray color at least. Might not be warm, might be cold. We're gonna see what I have here. Light gray. Then you really want a really light gray. I don't have a lot of warm grays, so I'm actually gonna go with cold grays. And this, I have a very bright gray called, which is from Ohuhu Honolulu, one, and it's CG1100. Here we have that one. It's a cool gray that I will be using for the entire thing, and then I will go in with darker grays later. We're gonna do this very light one. Okay, I didn't write which green I used. CG 1100. So yeah, we're gonna do this together. Wait, I always feel like it's hard sometimes to know where this is the stem of the flower, so the wall is also back here. And here, this one has the brush tip, which is pretty fun to use, but I also think it's a little bit hard when I'm not used to it. But I understand why people love the Ohuhu Markers, because I do too. Unfortunately, they're very expensive, so that's why I'm so happy I found those Chen Rui markers, because they also have the brush tip, but are very much cheaper. And I think they work totally okay. I get it a little bit more stripy than I do with the Ohuhu. I don't know if it's because they dry faster or what it is, but it's definitely a good traffic. It's a good substitute for the Ohuhu markers. And I think when I've been using them for a while and find the technique and stuff like that, it will get easier, as it does with everything. And I know it can be a little bit disheartening watching all those great artists online. I can feel that too. But I want to do this more like a relaxation than something I have to like perform. And I want to do it with you guys, so I feel like it would be fun for us to do together. Like you can choose colors and stuff like that. And I hope that even if you're not a colorer yourself, that it can give you some sort of relaxation to watch me yap and draw with you. And if you want me to do other videos, like recorded ones with rain sounds where I'm not talking, or with just ASMR sounds from the coloring, let me know. I am up for suggestions. Okay, let us leave. I feel it's hard sometimes to understand what I'm painting, what I'm drawing, like what belongs to what. Did I do all the grays now? I think I did. 47.2 Celsius? You're kidding me? That is crazy, girl. You have 47.2 Celsius. I have 30 in here now. I mean, I'm like dying. Yesterday it was 34 degrees in the shadow, which is, it doesn't happen in north of Sweden, but it has been like that for almost 2 weeks. So I'm like, but there will be thunder today and it will get cooler. So I don't know why I'm inside now. I should actually soak up the sun, because soon it will be winter here and no sun. But I wanted to do this. I wanted to try to do this, and I hope you enjoy it. I enjoy doing it with you. I'm just very tired because I fell asleep so late last night. So yeah, now I've done that, and I did it light gray. Now I'm going to be filling the gaps using a darker gray. Great. You see what I did there? I'm hilarious. I think I'm going to be using, should it be way more dark? I think I'm going to be using the Ohuhu that doesn't have the brush tip, but it's a fine tip and a chisel tip. I don't know if that's how you say. And I'm going to be using CG04D if I find it. Yeah, neutral gray is what it's called. And I'm going to be using the fine tip on that. Oh gosh, I can't believe you have almost 50 degrees. Can you even be outdoors? Can you be outdoors then? I mean, I've almost fainted yesterday, and I'm not even kidding. It was a rough day for this one. I drank too little and I ate too little, and you know, I thought I wouldn't be able to stay long in the heat yesterday, but as I said, I came home around 2 a.m. so yeah, I stayed long. Maybe I did way too like broad areas in between the rocks, so this might look really weird. But you live, you learn, guys. You live, you learn. You live, you learn. If you're watching this and you are one coloring person, I would like to know if you have a favorite book you like to color in or things like that. Leona tried this and she loved it, and now she's as hooked on it as I am. So it's something fun we can do together. Leona is my daughter, if you didn't know. She's turned 6 years old this summer, which is crazy bananas. What I'm doing is I actually decide in some areas to put more rocks where I didn't put rocks, because as I draw it I can see like, oh, this looks weird, so I put in another rock there. I never thought I would get like obsessed with markers, because when I started this I'm like, it's enough with 48 colors, I will be able to paint a lot with that. And then I'm like, well, I don't have this shade and I don't have this shade, and these color markers look so nice. And all of a sudden I was obsessed. But then I was so glad because I realized, wait, I have a lot of Promarkers since like a lot of years back that hasn't been very used, because I have had a hard time to figure out what to do with them. Because I was drawing a lot a few years back, but I'm not anymore, so I didn't know they were alcohol based. I'm like, yes, please, I can do that. Yeah, but we're careful to not stay out too long in the heat. Yeah, I understand. Like, I think it's hard to be, but the thing is, I'm not used to the heat, so it's of course maybe worse for me that way, because it's never this warm for us, so we are not really built for it. But now I'm getting used to it, and now it's gonna be more like, I think, normal temperatures, like normal Swedish summer temperature is like 20 to 25 degrees, and it will happen after the thunder this time. Okay, I did that. Add texture by adding dots using a darker, warmer gray. Now the warm again. Maybe I should use... No, I forgot to write that again. The mess I'm always in. Where did I put the pen? Now it's gone. How can things disappear? CG. Apologies for not being chatty with coloring. Need to keep it slow so you can see it and answer. Yeah, exactly. So thank you for that. So I don't have like 100 questions to answer, even though I actually would love having that too. So just comment if you want to, and I'll try to. It's just like when I do the larger parts, I need to just not let it dry. We're gonna see. You know what? We have a warmer gray here. Maybe it would be weird if I put warmer gray now, because I didn't want to use warmer gray. How should I do this? Yes, ma'am, I am good. Oh, shit, I'm so sweaty. I'm gonna do one that is a little bit lighter than that one, but still darker than that one. We're gonna try BG041. We're gonna try this one, the cool gray, but it looks like white here, so I don't know if it will turn out darker there at all. It always, what I see with these markers is that it always looks way darker just right as you paint it than it does when it's dry. So it's never as dark as you think. We're gonna do some spots for texture. I see that a lot of people are using, when coloring in these kinds of things, like spots or dots for shadowing and for texture and stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. But this one was way too bright. I need a darker one. It doesn't show up as much. Oh, so sweaty, huh? You would melt here. Yeah, I'm super sweaty. Like, oh my gosh. We're gonna try instead CG022. Where do we have that? I haven't used that already, right? No? This was, didn't I say neutral gray for a while back? But this is also called neutral gray, at least. It all looks really good, Petra. I hope you enjoyed the festival. Hi, Adrian! I did. I came home so late, though. But it was worth it. I had so much fun. I was doing karaoke. It was a karaoke tent there. It was so much fun because I'm so self-conscious, you know. But then like a Norwegian group of people came up. Not a group, they were a couple. We loved you. You were the best thing yet. Can you sing this song for us? I was like, yeah, sure. So I had a great time. They were also nice and kind to me, so. But I feel bad because I ended on a sour note. Like I did It Must Have Been Love, the last song I did, and I felt like I didn't hear myself and I felt like it was too hard for me. So I ended it bad, but I tried to think that, well, it turned out good before I ended it bad. This is almost also too light gray. But it gives some sort of texture because it layers. So it gives me a little depth at least. Not really satisfied with this, but it is what it is. I think I want to take an even darker gray. It's VGO22. Shit. Yeah, it's just so crazy. I hope I can finish this picture without drowning in my own sweat. We're gonna see if we can take, I almost think I want to take, I can't take that one. Can't take the same again. CG5, I'm gonna try something here. And this might be not good, but we're gonna try. CG5, it's called Green Gray and it's from the Chen Rui. I feel like I want to make a little bit darker edges, like shadows here. Why did I do that? Why did I do that? It's not good. Da, 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 da. Now I need to follow through and I don't like it at all. I ruined everything. did I do that? Maybe if we do some spots like this, maybe. Yeah, as I said, you live, you learn. I learned that I shouldn't have been doing this. Fugly, fugly, why did I do that now? Why did I ruin what I've been doing? Why? You live. I'm gonna be dropping. I'm gonna go from this wall. I'm gonna be doing some spots like this. Then I'm gonna be gone from the wall for a while. Maybe when I draw all the other things, I won't be this disgusted by it. Not sure how will that happen. It's about 23 degrees in England when the weather comes from the west, but we have had over 30. That's us right now, Adrian. Like for 2 full weeks. I'm gonna be leaving that wall for a while now. Okay. We can't be leaving that wall. I think what color should I do this? Like what kind of color? Pink, red, yellow, what? Orange, purple, brown, beige, gray. Let me know. What do you think? While you think about this and give me suggestions, I'm gonna be doing this wooden counter here. And I'm gonna do it pretty, I think pretty light brown. But it's like the papers are different in the books and different books, so what happened? Am I back now? Am I back? Yay! This is like, I think this is like an, is it called an awning? Like for the sun not to get in there, or like a curtain or some sort. I think it is. Well, I'm gonna be try to do this like wooden like not strokes, grains. And to do that, I will draw some shapes like this. I have seen people do this, so that's why I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna be drawing some shapes in the wood, like this. We'll round them everywhere. There you go. And then you're gonna outline them with the same color, but they're gonna be a little bit over each other so that the colors are going on top of each other, because then it will shadow itself in a way. This is a very subtle way to do like wooden texture. When they overlap each other, the pattern appears. It takes a while, but it's pretty fun. You can alternate. I would go with red of some sort. You can alternate between red and maroon as well. Is maroon like a maroon like a darker red, or is it like brownish? Because I kind of like the idea to do like bright red, dark red, bright red, if what you're referring to. That was a great idea. Thank you for helping me, Lily. My worst thing with coloring is actually choosing the colors. I think it's very hard. So that's why I also like to do this kind of coloring series. My watch says your stress level is higher than normal. It's just because it's so warm. It's fun to do this series together. Like, for that reason, it's more fun to do it as a live stream than something else. Because if I do it as a normal video, I won't be able to get the feedback from you or the help from you or do it together. Like, because I'm interested in body doubling. It's more body doubling if I can talk to you at the same time. Yes, it's a reddish brown. Cool. I'm gonna see if I have some of those colors. The edge, I'm just gonna be doing this brown, and then I'm gonna go over it again, I think, with the same brown to make it a little bit darker as a shadow of some sort. I'm gonna be using the brush tip. Hello, I'm new to your channel. I watch some of your other content and I love what you do. Hello, Gemma, welcome. I'm so happy you're here. Fun that you get to catch our live stream so I can do some body doubling live with you guys. Gemma, where are you from? I'm so happy you joined and talked to us. I want to be doing these coloring live streams to be able to connect in real time, but also to be doing something relaxing while doing that. Because I think that some people might even fall asleep to my stream when I just yap and color. That is what I wish. That is what I wish. I'm super not satisfied with the freaking grey wall. But as I said, it might trust the process. I am from the UK. I am an autism awareness creator. Yay! Welcome to my autistic friend. I guess you're autistic too? Or do you just work with awareness? I am autistic, so that's why I said welcome, my autistic friend. But it might be. Hi, just a random girl. Welcome back. You were right earlier too. It's so much fun to talk to you guys. Lily just asked me to do this in like red and maroon. I'm not sure I don't have a lot of red colors, but I have some of them. So I think maybe dabble between well, what can I do? Well, maybe I take those two. That isn't really bright red, but it's a pinkish red and a little like burgundy color. Yes, I'm autistic, was diagnosed in 2014 at the age of 24. I'm nearly 37 now, and I'm 38. I got diagnosed at 30, almost 31. I'm very, very thankful that you're here and talking to us. It's so much fun. What you doing, just a random girl, and where are you from? So I'm gonna take the R. Wait, let's see. This is more like a pinkish red, and then I thought it would be cool with number 2, with the old red. These two I'm gonna try to do. This one is the Ohuhu Honolulu B, and this one is the Chen Rui number 2. And we'll see how we like it or not. This is the old red. So it's actually a little bit purplish, but this is kind of one of my favorite colors, and clothes at least. Like a burgundy color. I'm so happy you are here. I didn't think anyone would come on because it's such a weird time for a lot of people because I'm in Sweden, and I know that a lot of people for me are in like the US and stuff like that. Oh no, it turns stripy right away. I think it's too warm today. It's like the color isn't really doing what it's normally doing, so but you know what? It's okay. It's for relaxation, I have to tell myself, so I don't get like, you know, it's easy to get like I get performance anxiety easily. Like, this is turning out the way I want to. This is no fun. When I'm actually trying to color for that relaxation, I don't understand why the color is behaving this way. Do you see like it gets light? It's like it's floating away from the paper. I think it's too warm today. It must be something like that. Or is it like going into the paper somehow? I don't understand. But it might be cool that it's a little bit like spotty. What sound was that? Okay, did not like that. No! I thought this was the Honolulu. That's why I was like, nah, this is the Chen Rui. You see, it gets a little bit spotty. But I'm going to try the broad tip on this one instead to see how that works out. It might work better when it's this warm, because then it comes more color, so it's not drying as fast. I would say that's the difference between Ohuhu and Chen Rui, that the Chen Rui is harder to work with, at least for me. I think it could be like a technique thing too, but as you see, it's like it's definitely harder to use it now when it's warm, so it kind of doesn't like the heat, it seems like. I would say that one turned better than that one though, because this one I drenched in color. So maybe if there's big things like this, it's better to use the chisel tip, as I once again think it's called. But I think it's hard to use it just because it's such a broad tip, so it's easy to just go outside the lines a lot. Kind of like that. I shared in my community. Oh, thank you, Gemma. That's so nice of you. Ah, you're so sweet. Yeah, I love that you're from the UK. And why I love that, I don't love the country more than another, but it's because you're more in my time zone than people in the US, so it's easier for me to talk to you guys live like this. Oh my gosh, it's almost been an hour. And I'm sweating a lot. A lot. Let's see, like this. Let's see. So yeah, this is the Ohuhu Honolulu bee. So now we're going to see the difference. If it gets this spotty too, then it's probably the heat, because this one never gets like spotty that way as much as the Chen Rui does. So and even this gets a little bit spotty. Oh no, outside the lines. It won't be my most perfect picture, but thank you so much for helping me. You can see even these expensive markers are getting spotty today. So it's something with the weather. The humidity is like crazy. Yep. So don't blame the cheap markers too much. You can see even these expensive ones. I'm gonna have to go over the entire again. Even the expensive ones are really spotty. Yes, I'm from Sweden. I actually ordered some. Someone told me I could use like pencils, like color pencils that are not markers to shadow and stuff like that. So I ordered some cheap ones. We'll see how good they are, but I read that they are good for being cheap, so it will be fun to try that too. I kind of like these colors. Uncle Jack! Hello, Rabbit. Nice, you're only 1 hour ahead of me time-wise. Yeah, and that's great because the people in the US, like Lily, who's in here, is in the middle of the night for her. Like, early night. Which is crazy. So I am so used to, like, if I ever do live streams early in the day or something like that, I am pretty much alone. So I'm so happy people are here joining me. I thought I would be sitting here yapping by myself today. So guys, do you enjoy these coloring live streams? I feel like the coloring is more fun live because it's like we're doing it together. We can chat. We're having a good time. I like that. What do you guys think about the awning? Could that be the name? But you see, even this really, really expensive, amazing color gets not stripy but spotty. I don't know if you see it very well. But it's like the color is like isn't really sticking to the page. It's just too like wet in here, I think. Wet is, you know, moist. Moist, it's moist in here. Hello, Uncle Jack. How are you doing? There we did the red ones. We're gonna go into, I actually think, didn't I write, no, but it's here, right? Yeah. I'm gonna be doing the coffee shop sign also in wood, in the same wood as I did this. I think it would be nice that it flows in the same. In the same style. Coloring coming on nicely, Petra. Fika shop. Yeah. The fun thing with Adrian is he's very into like Swedish culture and Swedish things, and I think it's so fun. Do you have like a Swedish wife or something, or are you just into Swedish culture? I would like to know. I think I've asked you before, but I have unfortunately a short memory. And yeah, this was the color YR1 in Honolulu B. Dark yellow. Markers tend to do that line thing. Yeah, they do, but not these expensive ones. Like, not if I really, really, as the pros call it. Spider! Ah! That was the most disgusting spider I've ever seen. Like gray. It was a gray spider. I just killed it with my bare hands. I'm like a hunter. I had a late night, little big surprise, and I was scrolling the YouTubes and found your lovely stream. I love it. You're very pretty, Petra. Aw, that was so nice of you. Thank you. I don't always have, like, do you even know why I have these clothes on? I was going to that market, like the festival last night, and I did the thumbnail and everything for the live stream, and I had this on. Normally I just have like PJs on. So now I felt like I need to have this, otherwise it's false marketing. If you click on the thumbnail where I have these clothes and then you come in and I don't have these clothes. Gemma's journey. Yes, I follow YouTube in Sweden mainly. Yours, Petra, Swedish choir teacher as well. Just love Sweden. And I love that with you, Adrian. This is so much fun. I wear pink occasionally. Yeah, pink is nice. I like all colors. What was I going to say? Yeah, do you like my setup? I know a lot of people just have like the book when they do coloring live streams, but because I want to jab with you guys, I feel like it's better for me to have both. And I'm actually proud of myself that I actually managed to do that with 2 cameras. Like, yay, pro. I love coloring. I have many coloring books. I just need to start doing them. You can color with me. Bring one now. Start painting now, coloring with me. That's what we're gonna do. Can I go get one and you can color with me at the same time? We don't have to color the same thing. It's just fun that we do it together. That's certainly body doubling. I just want to be like, you can clean while watching me, you can try to fall asleep, you can work, you can play a computer, we'll just have me on in the background. I just want to be that, virtual friend person. So you feel like you have someone with you, even if you're doing other stuff than me. You don't have to color while I'm coloring. It's all up to you. There will be released a video today where I like a cleaning video where I'm just humming for 1 hour and have a timer on screen. Because I felt like I like cleaning timers, but I thought that it would be so nice to have a timer that is an interactive timer. It's not that it can interact with me like that, but I started thinking about when I was little and had a hard time sleeping. It was so nice just laying there listening to my mom like humming and cleaning. So I did the timer actually for people to be able to relax or to have on while I clean, so they can see that someone is cleaning at the same time as they are. Yes, your page looks really good, cheerful appearance. Yay! I understand. We're gonna work. It's in the middle of the night. Go to sleep, honey. Go to sleep. Philadelphia, Uncle Jack. I've been on YouTube nearly 10 years. Really? Wow. Well, you know what? When you say that, me too. But I've done very different things. I've had one channel where I did like music videos and started vlogging, and I still have that channel and I post some vlogs right now. It's called Petra's Place. Then I have another YouTube channel called Petra Reacts, and I think I started that around 2016, if I remember correctly, so almost 9 years. And that one has 180,000 subscribers. And I love doing this, but I love doing, like, I started this channel because I felt like I really wanted to use my experiences and my life story and my life to help other people going through stuff. So I have 3 channels, but this is right now my heart, where my heart lays, and then I have the other channels that are also very fun to do, but there are different kinds of things. Oh yes, maybe this is your uncle, Adrian. Why didn't I write that? I think I'm going to do some shadowing with the same colors here. I think I'm going to have to take a darker color to do the shadowing, but I'm going to start with this to give it more depth. Definitely gonna need darker colors. Okay, I'm gonna do the shadow later. One thing at a time. Because if I don't have the energy to do the shading in this warm, then I can always come back with it later. There you go. I'm gonna do the fox. What does the fox say? I'm gonna do this one in Ohuhu number 24, Marigold. I'm gonna do the fox. The fox, the fox. Yes, I read Petra's About section. I was like, yes, a fellow woman, because there is not a lot of autistic women creators on here. True. There is one called, I think it's Autistic Jenny or something like that. She has a break now, but she's also an autistic creator who got autism diagnosed like in older years too. So Autistic Jenny, go to her too, and everybody go to Gemma's Journey if you like my kind of content, because she's also an autistic creator. I didn't know if I were to go, if I should do the fox like bright orange, really to give it a little bit more cheerful color. Let's see. Why is it doing this? The colors are not doing great in this heat, just like I am not doing great in this heat. It's like really, really bad. What does a fox say? Okay. Is it winter? It seems like the fox has clothes on, at least mittens. But this one has a baseball cap on it, so I thought it was summer. Why does it have mitts? Maybe it's not mitts, maybe it's just the paws. We're gonna do them as paws. And it's gonna be paws here too, but then he will still have pants on. Cute! Cute! Yes, I know Jenny from her channel for a while. Lovely! Gosh, I'm not good at putting the markers back, which I should be. Like, I have to give up soon. It's too warm in here, but I need to color it all. Color it all, color it all. A little nose with a little white on top for the shine. And then we're just gonna take whatever. I'm just gonna choose one without watching the swatches. I'm gonna take this RV 198 light pink in the ears. I forget to write the colors. Autistic people are often very creative. I think so. And I think that's the thing with ADHD people too. So when you have both, you can be creative and it's mostly fun, but it can also be a little bit, for me, draining to always like thinking about things to do. Maybe I should use that as a donut colors too. Yep. We're gonna make a pink donut here. Pink donut. Maybe I'll do... we're gonna do a pink donut. We're gonna do a yellow donut in 37 from Chen Rui set. And we're gonna do we have like a pastel green? That would be cute. That would be so cute. You can't like watch the caps on the markers because if you do, it's always not the correct color. I think we're gonna do... That's a cute color. G794. G794 from the Ohuhu, and it's yellowish green. I want the donuts to be a little pastel-y. Have a little pastel feel of it. That's kind of cute. And then I would need some sort of donut color. I upload my own original poetry on my channel and I talk about my autism and disability issues which are important to me as well as my special interest in Elvis. Woo! Duty Rudy. Oh, Rudy. Love it. You know what? I have written a lot of poetry in my life. Like a lot. And I have some on my old channel actually. Some of my old poetry. I'm thinking about re-uploading them on this channel sometime. I'm going to try to use this barium yellow Y3 from the Honolulu B set and use them as the bread in the donuts. And also like the cake color. Yeah, please go check her out. Go check Gemma out. And give her a subscribe and a like. I'm going to do a really red strawberry. 50. We're going to do number... Where's that? 15. Geranium red from the Chen Rui set. I'm going to do the strawberry with that one. And I think we're gonna do the roses with that one too, while I have it up. Maybe that would be the most good thing to do. Like to, every time I pick a color, see, is anything else gonna be this color? Because I'm just going randomly around. I'm new to this, as I said, so you might find new ways to do things all the time. Kind of like that. And here's one too. I think I should actually go in with the same green as I had here, but in the leaves, so it comes again. And that was 46 vivid green from the Chen Rui thing. As you see now, I'm doing this very simple. I kind of think I want to do some highlights and shadows later, but I don't know if I can in this heat, so maybe I will be satisfied just by finish this with the colors before going with the shadows. But that's also why I keep the number here, the pens I'm using, if I need to go in later and do something else. Maybe I should have done different greens in all the things. That's a leaf. I made it gray. I think that's a leaf too. Oh, it's so warm. Palette coloring should be good to stop overthinking and focus the mind. Yeah, that's true. Your outfit is very pretty. Thank you so much. It's getting warmer by the minute in here. Oh my gosh. I don't know how to function. I'm gonna do, I think it's gonna have a yellow shirt. That sounded fun. And I used, which one did I use for the donut? I didn't write it. I did not write it. I did it again. Could have been the 45 maybe? I don't know. I don't think. But I'm gonna use the canary yellow, the 45 in the Chen Rui set for the little shirt that he has here. Maybe I'll even do some flowers on it later to make it a little bit more summer vibe. There you go. I best write it down. New. Oh, gosh, it's so warm. It's so warm. It's very warm here in the UK too. Yeah, I don't understand. Like it was 34, 35 yesterday degrees. Today it's like gonna be 32 too, I think. And inside here it's at least 30. I think more. So I'm running away. The sweat is running. I'm not running away, but the sweat is running. I think we're going to B292. I'm gonna use this one and I'm gonna write there right away. This is from the Ohuhu Uaha set, and it's the light sky blue B292. Thought it would be nice to make it a little fun. Should do the cup in. I wanted to do red, but I have the red roses, so I don't know what I should do. Maybe I should use the same as on the awning or whatever it's called. A little red, but a little more pinkish red. I thought I would be done with the picture in an hour. It's now 1 hour and 20 minutes and I'm absolutely not done. This is hard, I think, when it's like sorry for being quiet. When it's like white. Because I still want there to be some sort of shadow, maybe some sort of a little beige color, very light beige or something. Oh, that's nice. I'll try this. Where is it? 0518 in 0518? Yeah. 0518 in the Promarkers. Dusky pink. Just to put some sort of beige spots here to give the cream a little shadowing. And what? Maybe this should be a blueberry. It should. I'm glad I wrote it down. PB2. Need to be better at that. And then we had, I think it was this green, 46. Then I think I'm gonna do the cups in the same colors as this, which I didn't write down. You maniac, why didn't you write it down? Did I even write any of them down? No, I did not. I did not. Good job, Petra. Good job. Torrential rain. And there's been flooding. I think there will be flooding here too, because we are expecting a lot of rain after this very dryness. We've had some wildfires, not where I live, but very close by, which is very scary. Do this. Where did I put it? What yellow did I even use? Y. Could it have been Y1? Nope. It couldn't have been that. It wasn't the 45 either. Well, it's gonna have to be. I'm gonna do the 45 on the and then I'm gonna try to find. That's the one. Was it? No, it wasn't sky blue. It was a kind of green color. I should remember. Always write it down. Yellowish green. Okay, so I'm gonna use light pink, Canaria yellow, and yellowish green for the cups and the plates and stuff. And then I'm gonna try to remember to write it down if I want to use them again for some reason, shading or what not. I'm also gonna do the shelves in the same color as the wood, but I'm not gonna do it as wood. It's gonna be the YR1 dark yellow. I actually think it's a good cookie color, but I don't know if it will get too much of the same if I do the cookies in this too, because it's there. I wonder how I'll be able to make the jar. I think I'm gonna do the inside of the jar at least the same color as the wall. Okay, I am actually just fighting right now. To get this done, because it's harder and harder. I think that if it's in the jar and you see the wall from behind and there are some blueberries, they should probably be there, but they should be like a little bit flobby or wobbly because it's through a jar. So I feel like I want to do some that aren't like really as round, because they should be a little bit distorted by the glass, it feels like. And how that will be, I don't know. It might just look weird. But we're trying this, guys. We're just doing it. We're just doing it. Try to get the effect, and if the effects work or not, I don't know. Drink water, guys. I'm flooding away. Then we're gonna do the cookies in the color. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Okay, I won't do this for more than 2 hours. So if I'm not done after 2 hours, I'm gonna have to stop this. And I want to be done, so I need to hurry up a little bit. We're gonna take the BR2 from the Ohuhu Honolulu B set. Where do we have the BR2? We have it somewhere, I hope. There we go. It's called Potato Brown. The cookies is gonna be potato brown. I haven't written the things down. I'm just gonna keep them on the table so maybe I can find them, and if I search for them later. It takes so much time to write it down and to look for them. Potato brown. And I want to be doing, the spots are just gonna like it's gonna be black chocolate chips. I'm using a fine liner, which I don't normally use to paint with, but that was what happened now. Then I want to keep on keeping on with the nice little pastel colors. So right now I'm just using the pinks and stuff I have been using already, and the browns. Like now I'm going in with pens that I have used, so that's why I'm not just naming them all the time. Very accurate coloring pattern, not going over the lines. Good job. Yeah, well, I have done in a few places, but it is what it is, I guess. I think we're gonna do a cupcake that will have the paper in green, but the frosting in pink, or maybe a swirl of yellow and pink. Okay, we're gonna try this. This can turn out whatever way. We're gonna try to do a swirl. Well, not a swirl, but it's just like a little bit of this, a little bit of this, and then we're gonna go in and hopefully blend it a little bit with the yellow to give it. It didn't turn out good, but I tried, so that's good. Now we're gonna do the swirly. I can do just like that, and then I can do the greenish, the other layers, and then I can do the little paper in yellow. I will do some coloring later, but a lot of our pens have run dry, so I need new stuff. I get it. It runs dry both when you use it and when you don't use it, I guess. I'm gonna do some sprinkles on these later, so that's why I leave them as they are. I wonder what to do with this. I want this to be kind of like jam. And then I want this to be what color did I use for the beige? Was it white 3? I think it was white 3. No, it was a dusky pink. It was this one. I used as the cream. I want to do that here too. So like some spots like this, just to get some sort of a texture on the cake. And then on top of the cake, I'm gonna put blueberries. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not satisfied with how this turns out, fortunately, but we're gonna do it either way. Kind of like this greenish color, so I think I'm gonna put it on the tablecloth. it's so typical of me also to, you know, I start a live stream and now I can't stop the live stream until I'm done. Like I'm done. Like I painted it all the way. So now I'm just dying from sweating. I'm gonna do them this color too. I think I'm gonna make some patterns on these later with acrylic markers. So I'm just laying down the base now. I need to hurry up a little bit to get things done. I'm just going in with the same colors over and over. Because I kind of like these colors. And I think it's nice that they like show up a little bit everywhere. To tie the picture together a little bit. Okay, now I see that we haven't... I forgot the ball there. He has gotten a bag, and his bag will be stripy in the same colors. I got to hang the clothes washing out now, so I will leave for a little bit. But love you all. I love you too, Adrian. Thank you for coming in. You can always just keep us in your ear if you want to. If you have like earphones. If you feel like you just want to hear me jump and raw, but otherwise, we'll see when we see you when we'll see you. I have no like. I'm going to use a black one. 120 black from the Ohuhu Honolulu. Just the pitch black on the penguin. Could make him dark blue too if I want to make it a little bit more colorful and fun, but I think my brain is fried from the heat. I don't have any fun ideas left, which is maybe a little bit boring. But it's okay to use black too. You don't always have to use bright colors or anything like that. So. There we go. I'm gonna do the little nose. No, I didn't write the orange color down. It must be marigold. I'm gonna do his beak. Is it called beak on penguins? Orange too. And I'm gonna have to do another layer here. I don't like that the white shows through so much because of the heat. And now I just draw outside the lines and make it even spottier. Trying to make it better, but making it worse. Welcome to my life. Maybe it got a little better. Okay, that's done. Now we're gonna do the little coffee mug. And I feel like we should do it in pink because that one is pink. We're keeping on, keeping on. As they say. Gonna do a little tea or coffee, you decide. We're also gonna do it yellow. Where's the 45 yellow? There it is. And then we have the mint green. It wasn't called mint green. What was it called? It was called yellowish green. Just the like it's a nice color, like a friendly color. I feel like I feel good in my body when I see it. When I keep doing these live streams in the future, I might not tell myself that I need to finish it before going off. I might do like 1 hour draw color with me, and then whatever we've been doing. Then the next time we keep on going with the same picture or something like that. Should we do this in color, in the wooden color too? I'm sorry for all the car sounds. I have a window open, which is doing absolutely nothing because it's as warm inside as outside. So, but the air isn't standing completely still, at least. There you go. So, should I make the flower pot some other color? Or should I not? I'm gonna try to do some sprinkles on the cakes. Of course, in the same colors as the other things. Yellow, greenish and pink. Because it's cute. On top of that too. Little sprinkles. To sheer it up a little bit. There we go. Maybe they will have, to mix it up a little bit, some purple flowers. Like lavender colored. We can choose B192 in the Ohuhu Ohuhu set for the colors. I should actually do some sort of blending with something else. So I should do this and maybe the Honolulu P3. I'm gonna be doing these two. So I think I'm gonna be doing the darker from the bottom and the top, and then I do the lighter one in the middle. Not a very nice blend, but something might happen at least. They are pretty similar in color, so not much is happening, but if you look for it, you might see the difference, or you might not. I think all of the flowers are going to be the same color, because it's pretty realistic that it is when it's the same flowers. Now I kind of regret that I didn't keep the middle part maybe a little bit white. Why I do them this quickly after each other is because I think that maybe they blend together a little bit more nicely if I do it when it's wet. I kind of do see that it becomes something else. Like when I do this, it is a little bit gradient in there, so it makes it a little bit more alive. It's fun to learn alongside you guys. That's why it's fun to do this as a beginner, to maybe like some things I'm doing, hate some things I'm doing, learning in the process. And at first, when I started the first leaf, I was like, this isn't good at all, but I kind of see something here, at least when I watch it live. I mean, in the camera, I see my head are blocking the view for you sometimes. In the camera, it doesn't show as much. So no, that's the wrong color. I guess that's why people are only showing the maybe are only showing the are only showing the book, so it's a big picture of the book and it's easier to see what I'm actually doing, but it is what it is, which is my normal saying in everything I do. It is what it is. I'm going to take the R5 that I used for this color, and I'm going to use it in for the pot or whatever it's called. Ooh, nice. Now we have the baseball cap, and then to do the little shadowing and maybe highlights, I do have 10 minutes left until it's 2 hours mark when I said I was going to go, so we'll keep going. I'm just gonna see how I'm gonna fix this a little bit. I think I'm gonna do some shadowing here, and I'm gonna need a darker red, and now I don't even know what red color I was using. Yeah, it was the R5 and it was the 2. So we're gonna see if we have something to use. I know some people are using like brownish colors to shadow things. I'm gonna try R565 from the Promarkers. R565 to use on this as a shadow. It might turn out poo, but if it does, it does. All I wanted to do is to give it a little depth. It might do that. I don't know if you see it on camera. I'm sorry for blocking the camera with my head. I'm new to this, so I'm gonna need to be better at it. It gives it a little more depth. I'm also gonna go in with the highlighters later. I like that actually. We're gonna try to do the R7 from the Honolulu to put some shadowing on this. I don't know if it will be possible, but yeah, it is darker. I actually think shadowing it and putting effects and stuff, that is the most fun part. It makes it come alive in another way than other things. So it's fun to do that, to use the highlights and the shadows. I usually do one thing at a time, but this time I didn't know if I would be able to finish the picture if I were to start doing effects and shadows and stuff right away. So that's why I instead colored everything instead of focusing on the effects, because I don't know if I will have the time to. If I would have the time to even do the shadows. But I did. So that's what I'm doing now. Going in with the barium yellow again. I think I'm gonna fade, like, do the effects with the same color for the red. Take the darker purple again and go in with it a little bit more from the bottoms and tops, like do more stripy stuff like this to give it the extra little shadowing and texture to make it look more like a flower. Starting to become very tired. Can you imagine, this might be the last really warm day. I'm just sitting inside. Try not to think about it. I haven't done the cap. This is so like me forgetting something important. What should I do that? What color? Maybe that can be the purplish color too, so it comes back in something else. We'll do it like that. They are actually very similar in color, which is very visible when I do these big chunks of it. we go. I feel like I need to shadow the fox a little bit. Maybe I just use the same marigold. I'm not the best at knowing where to shadow. I just find that it gives it more depth just by even going around the edges doing this. Oh, 4 minutes left. I need to go in with the highlighters. Why is that there? We have the highlighters. Where are the highlighters? I use Jelly Roll gel, mostly number 10, which we have here. What I need to do is at least on the jar go in with a few strokes to make it look like it's behind the jar, like that. And then it's kind of nice to have some highlights on places like this. I'm very bad at knowing where though. But it's weird to put it. Maybe I have done completely wrong. I can't do the highlights where they are the darkness. It's weird. The highlight should be in the other place, not where the highlighter is, I guess. I don't know. Just ruining my picture here. A few highlights in the leaves like this. A little in the rose, a little there. Okay. People watching this who knows anything about coloring must say to me now, what the heck are you doing? You're putting highlights in different places everywhere. Yeah, I am. This turned out really bad. But it's okay. I'm new to this. I will be learning constantly. Coffee soup. Not the proudest moment of my life to have drawn this picture, but it's still fun, actually. It's popping a little bit more while adding some highlights, even though they are at the wrong places and stuff. I was going to shadow the leaves and stuff a little bit more, but I didn't have the time today, so I feel like I want to do something on his pants with acrylics. No, I want to do some flowers on the shirt. I can do some pinkish flowers on the shirt. So I'm just gonna do some dots like this. I don't know why he looks like a Santa Claus. Like this looks like a beard. I also actually would like to do some patterns on the cloth, but I'm not going to do that today. It is what it is. Because it's actually 2 hours now, and I said I was going to paint for 2 hours. Now I just want to pull a little bit extra with the same color to maybe make it a little more interesting. I'm so tired. I'm gonna be doing this once again. Have I forgotten anything? I don't think so. This is how it turned out. Let's see if we can show it this way too. Maybe it will be backwards, I don't know. This is how it turned out, at least. It's a fox. I tried to do a rock wall. Okay, am I even close so you can see it? No. Well, I wasn't very good at showing anything. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. I'm very glad you were here with me. I had so much fun. This time I was coloring for 2 hours, and this is how it turned out. I'm a beginner, as I said, so keep following me on this journey. I'm actually very happy with how the jar turns out. I think it looks like it's a little bit see-through. So that is my favorite part of the drawing today. And I have to be satisfied with it. I will see how much I will color next live stream. If I will color for 1 hour or 2 hours, or finish the picture, or deciding that I don't have to finish the picture, but I'm gonna like do 1 hour and then continue on the next live stream with the next picture. I don't know. Now I have a mess to clean up. A lot of pen, a lot of markers, and then I'm gonna have to go out in this freaking sun because it might not be sun. Like, this is the last day that is this warm, so I'm gonna enjoy it until the thunder comes and takes it all away. Thank you for being here. Please subscribe if you like it. Comment, it's so much fun. If you're new here and follow me and watch this video, let me know that too. I love you, and I am proud of you, and I am proud of me, and I will see you when I see you. Bye bye. We're gonna see if I'm gonna be able to cut this off.